Timeline of African Literature, African Colonial Period, and welcome to
Ilakkiyam literature.
African Colonial Period, late 19th century, 1884-1885. The Berlin Conference partitions Africa among European powers, leading to the colonization of much of the continent. 1899, publication of the interesting narrative of the Life of Olaudah Equiano by Olaudah Equiano, an early autobiography that highlights the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade. Early 20th century, 1928, publication of The Black Christ and Other Poems by Wallace Steyens, a collection of poems that explores African spirituality and resistance to colonialism. 1939, publication of Native Son by Richard Wright, an African-American writer, which examines racism and oppression in both the United States and colonial Africa. 1940-50s a 1946, founding of the literary magazine Black Orpheus in Nigeria, which becomes a platform for emerging African writers and literary movements. 1958, publication of The Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, a groundbreaking novel that depicts the impact of colonialism on traditional African society, marking the beginning of modern African literature. 1960, how independence movements sweep across Africa, leading to the decolonization of many African nations. 1962, publication of Dough Grain of Wheat by Ngugi wa Thiong'o, which examines the consequences of colonialism and the struggle for independence in Kenya. 1970s, 1979, publication of Petals of Blood by Ngugi wa Thiong'o, a novel that critiques post-colonial African society and the failures of independence. 1980s, a 1986 publication of The Famished Road by Ben Okri, a magical realist novel set in Nigeria that explores the intersection of the spiritual and the political in post-colonial Africa. 1990s, 1911, publication of The Devil That Danced on the Water by Aminata Fona, a memoir that examines the author's family history in Sierra Leone and the legacy of colonialism. 1998, publication of Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, a novel that explores themes of family, religion, and political oppression in Nigeria